Hi, I'm Mark Sipp at Crocker Farm Auction, and I'm here to discuss an outstanding example of Southern stoneware that we'll be selling in our July 16th auction. This is a recently surfaced Dave jar made in Edgefield, South Carolina. You can see that it has Dave's signature at the shoulder on the front. Dave, of course, is one of the most famous American stoneware potters, possibly the most famous Southern stoneware potter. He was an enslaved man that worked at a number of different potteries for several decades of the 19th century. And this is a really fabulous example, not only because it has an exceptionally large inscription. We can see, of course, the name Dave boldly scrawled into the shoulder, as well as this very large date, January 13th, 1862. And we have LM written at the shoulder as well for Lewis Miles, and he was the owner of the Stony Bluff Manufactory in Edgefield District of South Carolina, where Dave worked. Also at the shoulder we have an X in size, and this is another marking we find on a number of Dave's pieces. Sometimes you see horseshoes or other markings. In this case, there's an X at the shoulder. We can see it has this great form, this really great bulbous form that Dave's known for. Very rotund, heavy vessel. You can see it has this distinctive rim molding you find on a lot of Dave's work, this rounded rim, and these large lug handles that curve at the terminals. So the glaze on this is exceptional. Most Dave jars from this period you'll see with a dark glaze, a very dark, kind of like a chocolate brown alkaline glaze. For this to have this amber colored glaze with some olive tones to it is remarkable. And so it's a very striking glaze. This was actually either double dipped or more glaze was poured over the shoulder to decorate it. So you can see it has these really nice runs, particularly evident on the back, that cascade down the body of the vessel. You have a lighter tone down around the base and darker streaks around the top. It's a very desirable effect that is seen on a number of Southern stoneware pieces. You can see it on the side as well. This jar is completely fresh to the market. It was discovered about 10 years ago and just recently surfaced. We're very excited to offer it in our sale. You can see that based on the color and the fantastic inscription on this, it really is an exciting piece. The date, January 13th, 1862, compared to the size of the pot, is possibly the largest date known on a piece of Dave stoneware. And another interesting fact about this piece is the 1862 date is exceptionally rare for Dave's work. If you look at Arthur Goldberg and Jim Wachowski's article in Ceramics in America, you will find that they actually went through all the dates and they marked down the different days of the week and the different years that these jars were made, and there's only one other pot from 1862 known. So it might have had something to do with the Civil War, but at any rate, it's exceptionally rare date. This was made during the final years of Dave's potting at the Stony Bluff Manufactory. The last dated Dave is dated 1864, so this is only 2 years before he stopped potting there. And you can see that with the vertical date and the size of the date, that is consistent with pieces from that period, but this one's exceptional in just how large it's done. So we're very excited to offer this in our July 16th auction.